What is up, everyone? This is Coach Austin here, coming to you from Hyper Strength and Conditioning with your Nerd Out and Workout podcast, where we nerd out, work out, and podcast. I said word out. I should have said workout. Today we're going to be interviewing our very own powerlifting coach, Coach Kim, a.k.a. Coach Kilo. Kilo said, what's up?
What's up?
And today we're going to be talking about three things. We're going to talk about origin stories, crazy client stories, and most embarrassing moment in the gym ever in your whole life. So, Coach Kilo, to get the audience to know who the hell you are, give us a little bit about yourself as far as the coach. What do you coach? Why do you love doing it? Who do you do it to?
I coach the wonderful faces here at Hyper Strength and Conditioning in San Jose, California. But I have a lot of. Does that mean talk louder?
Yes, I'm trying to have her talk louder into the mic, guys.
Okay.
She's like, why are you moving your hands so fast?
I teach 3 different powerlifting classes here. And what we do is we basically just go over the fundamentals of the back squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. The 3 main lifts for powerlifting under the United States Powerlifting Association.
United States!
Yes.
Well, that was loud.
The USP of A.
America!
The USP of A. And I love coaching. Coaching is...
I love to coach.
Me loves to coach.
Oh, me loves to coach.
Coaching, I love coaching. Coaching is my favorite. I love having people come in and think that they're just going to learn about squatting or benching or deadlifting. But really, what they're here to do is to learn about power lifing. I like to teach people how to power life.
Power lifing.
Power lifing.
I'm like looking at the waves that are podcasting, and her waves are so small. I really hope you guys can hear her. This is like our first
Can you hear me
It's
now?
our first episode with 2 mics. God damn it. So, cool. So, how did you happen upon coaching at HSC?
This is a funny story. So, back when I was still a competitive powerlifter, my old coach told me that there was going to be a new gym opening just like down the street from my house, because I literally live like 2 minutes away.
Who's your old coach?
Zach Trahan.
Hey, Central Strength!
Hashtag coached by Trahan. And so he let me know that Austin was opening up a new strength gym. And I thought that was pretty cool because I had met Austin back when we were in high school.
When I used to spike my hair.
Yes.
Oh my God, and used to
when
wear
he wore
K-Swiss.
eyeglasses all the time.
No, we don't talk about that. We do not talk about that.
And just as a side, Austin is the exact same person he was when he was in high school.
It's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know, but
he's still just as loud. He still is crazy. So it's a good thing. You're consistent. That's what I'm trying to say.
sure, consistency. At least he's consistent.
You're the same person. It's good, and it's in a good way. So anyways, Zach told me that this gym was opening, and I thought that was awesome because it's stupid close to my house, which is fantastic. And so I decided to come in here for the soft opening, see what the gym was all about.
Soft opening. Super soft opening.
Reconnected with Austin, and just
Reconnection.
started working out here at first. So I was coming in during open lift when you could just pay a drop-in fee to come in and
Drop the fee.
to work out. And the more I started coming in here, I started coming in at times when Austin would be teaching like the conditioning classes and the strength classes, and I was pretty intrigued because at the time I was also working at another gym running their conditioning classes, but it was it wasn't the right chemistry. It wasn't the right fit for me. And so when I saw the community here at HSC, I just felt like I had to be a part of it.
Community.
And so there was one day I was deadlifting, and Austin came up to me, and we were just kind of talking, and I pretty much like...
I was like, what's up, bro? It's like, what's up, bro?
I pretty much like had him give me an on-spot interview to be an intern here at the gym.
She was just asking a lot of questions, and I was just like, all right, fine. I'll ask a lot of questions too then. So, take that.
So I started here as an intern, and then I eventually started teaching the conditioning classes, and then once I got my powerlifting certification from USPA, I started teaching the powerlifting classes from then on.
Power!
And the rest is history.
Very good. That was a long history. That's an origin story right there, ladies and gents. So if you guys ever decide to come in and get coached by Kilo, you already know her.
Yeah. Come see me. Come see me. Just so you know, like all my clients know,
I love to coach.
They love to coach.
I love to coach walls.
My rule number one is don't die.
Don't die is a big rule.
That's a big rule for me.
You don't die doing
rule
stupid
number one.
things.
Yes, for sure.
Very good. Carrying on. Moving on. We're going to go into some controversial territory. No, not really. Not really. Crazy client stories. All the coaches have one. Every coach, I don't care what profession you're in, you have like a crazy experience with some type of customer.
Yep.
With some type of patron of your business.
Yep.
There's always one type of crazy experience. So don't get offended, future member and clients, of hearing other coaches talking shit about clients, because you know what? The clients are in on it too.
Yeah.
They know what's up. They talk shit about us. We know. But anyways, we're going to talk about a crazy client story. Let's talk about a crazy, not a crazy negative crazy like, oh my God, don't ever train these guys people. But like, what's a crazy client story in a fun way?
Well, she's just a crazy client in general.
So we know it's a she. Eliminates a good amount of the clientele that we know that you're talking about. So
Can I say her name? I could disclose her name. Is that okay?
Huh?
Can I just say her name?
Should
I give it? Okay,
we'll give her a code name.
All right. So Beyonce.
That's totally opposite of how this girl looks like, but okay.
So I have a client named Beyonce, and once you hear this, you're gonna know who you are. And she's crazy. Like, one of the reasons why I love training.
She's like, oh, that's me already. I
Yeah,
know who she's talking about.
One of the reasons why I love training her is because she will literally handle any challenge that I throw at her. I purposely try to make her workouts so freaking difficult and challenging, and she does them. She does it. She'll complain a lot, but she does them. And so there was this one time she was actually training to hike the Swiss, Italian, and French Alps. And so
that's a lot of Alps.
Yeah, that's like all of the Alps, basically.
I'm gonna train all the Alps.
And this was back when we still had our full rig set up. So we had a bunch of bars that like ran across the gym, and she had to traverse the bars. And at the very end of it, she came up to me and she had her fists closed, and she goes, "I don't want to look at my hands." And she opens her hands in front of me, and all of her calluses busted open, and she was just leaking blood everywhere.
And we try not to do that. We really don't. I mean, I have this long thing again. CrossFit. I have my differences with CrossFit, but one of the things is that, just in general is we don't try to rip open our hands, but it happens.
Oh, it definitely happens. And the one thing is, she works in a profession where she constantly has to wash her hands, and so her
walking dogs.
Yeah, her hands get dry pretty quickly.
Maybe.
And it was just a good test of her grip, and so she was just kind of like building upon her calluses, and they just happened to open up, and they're bleeding everywhere. So of course, we clean. We're a very clean gym. Don't worry, we sanitize everything. We clean stuff. But it was just hilarious that she couldn't even look at it. She opened her hands in front of me and was like, "I can't look. Could you just
I feel warm fluid going down my palm, but please tell me that's sweat."
It's either sweat or tears. Tell me
Sweat
what
or
it is.
tears. Can't be blood. I don't bleed there. I don't believe in
Probably
bleeding
not urine,
in my hands.
but it's possibly blood. Just, I'm going to open my hands. I'm not going to look. Just tell me what you see. And so, yeah, basically, that's how crazy Beyonce is.
And then she proceeded to do more pull-ups after.
Yeah, she did. She
Did she not? I love the pain. It makes me feel alive.
And she did all this with a weighted backpack on. I'm not joking. She's crazy. Beyonce is crazy. She's not.
With a weighted backpack.
Yeah. Like I said, she was getting ready for the Alps.
How did she do on the Swiss Alps, actually?
She survived, because rule number 1 is don't
die. That's a
so
good
she
rule.
Survived.
Very good rule.
She did exceptionally well. This thing is not like a super intense hike. Like, you don't hike the entire time. They got to, like, stop off and travel and see a bunch of stuff. But, yeah, she made it. She survived. She's still training with me. She trained with me this morning. She almost busted
She's
me
like,
with
she's
hours.
still paying me, so everything's,
still with me, guys.
everything's
It's worth
good.
it.
Don't get this wrong. Like, she's still my client, guys.
That just means she's just hella strong, right? So we're doing a good job here.
We might have Beyonce jump on this podcast in a future episode talking about climbing the Swiss Alps, because that's an interesting story with bleeding hands and shit.
Oh yeah, she's got a lot of interesting stories to tell about that particular experience. But yeah, I think one of my other clients is actually interested in doing it too.
Fun fact: she was this client that she was talking about was actually here earlier before we started the podcast, and she was trying to coach Kim. She was trying to coach Kilo into peeling a boiled egg, because apparently Coach Kilo takes 30 minutes to peel a boiled egg.
Okay, hold on. Can I explain myself? Okay, first of all, I bought like 5 dozen eggs from Costco.
That's a lot to peel.
Well, yeah. I mean,
so you boiled all of them at once?
I eat like 2 a day. Yeah, no, I boiled like 2 dozen. And so I can eat like 2 a day. This is between my partner and I.
So it takes about an hour and a half to eat 2 boiled eggs.
Okay, so anyway, let me just say, so we meal prep all in one day, and then throughout the week I bring these, but I put them in the fridge, so they're cold when I get them, and then by the time I eat them, they have like the 2. Okay, so the little thin layer under the shell. There's like 2 layers on these eggs now, and apparently that's supposed to be a good thing. Like, you're supposed to eat that shit.
What?
The
layer?
the thin film thing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I don't like my eggs to have friction. I want my eggs like slippery and like.
But like, I don't get, like, I've never had issue with this film that you're talking about.
Okay, so I guess I'm the only one who does this apparently.
No, because I saw you pick, the way she was picking at this boiled egg was like she was picking it so delicately that it was leaving that second layer on. But normal people, when we peel the boiled egg, the second layer already comes off. It makes it smooth. And we do it in a sink.
Okay, so I posted this on my Instagram yesterday, that I was having trouble peeling a freaking egg, and I was like, is there any proper way to peel this fucker? Because this thing was pissing me off. And I got a lot of responses. One member from the gym actually replied and told me what sounded like giving birth to an egg. Because he was like, you pop a hole at the top of the egg, and then you crack another hole on the bottom of the egg, and then you're supposed to blow into it, and the egg's just supposed to pop out. And I was like, why the hell am I giving birth to an egg? Like, that's stupid. So I fucking tried it. I recorded it.
You were blowing on a boiled egg.
I swear to God, I have the video. I fucking tried it. And this is like at 6 in the morning. And I'm just blowing on the egg as it's coming out. I sent him the video, and I was like, yo, this shit don't work. And he's like, no, make the hole on the bottom bigger. So I cracked up even more of the eggshell, and I sent him another video, and I was blowing like twice as hard to pop this fucking egg out, and nothing happened.
This sounds so wrong. This sounds so wrong.
I'm
it's
still talking
so
about
many
hard-boiled
levels.
egg. We're still talking about hard-boiled egg. And then I got suggestions to roll it in like on the table between my palms.
Just massage the egg after you blow it.
So I put it on the table after fucking trying to give birth to an egg, and I started rolling it, and I cracked the egg in half. Like, it just split down the middle. And I was like, all right, so this doesn't work either. So I went back to just trying to peel the egg, and it took me a really long time. I lost like 3% of the egg that day.
So
if you want me to coach you in peeling eggs, just don't ask. There's much better.
So we don't coach peeling eggs. If you ever want to learn how to boil an egg, don't ever ask Coach Kilo. Because apparently poking a hole in the egg and blowing through it is like the thing to do nowadays. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well then, moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward. Let's move on.
Most embarrassing moment in the gym. Let's talk about that.
So this is funny because it actually happened to me last night.
Last night.
I was teaching the kickboxing conditioning classes, and I was teaching the class how to perform.
Oh, Jesse's laughing.
I know Jesse's already.
Boom, 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 boom.
How to perform kicks. So I was showing them how to perform roundhouses, but I have like these rain shoes, and they're like really thick and fluffy, so they look like marshmallows on my feet. So nobody could really see how I was positioning my foot. So I was like, I'm just gonna take my shoes off and show everybody in my socks, proper foot positioning. So I take off my left shoe, and I'm like, all right, I take off my right shoe, and everybody starts fucking laughing. And I was like, what is so damn funny? I had a fucking hole in my sock, and my big toe was just hanging out there. It's just like flailing. And everybody I looked down, and I was like, oh shit, I have a hole in my sock. And then one of the other members who wasn't even taking the class, she's like, oh, well, I guess I know what Coach needs for Christmas. And then fucking Jesse over here, he takes a video for the gym's Instagram story, and he like zooms in on my exposed
Wow. Well, I didn't even see that. I gotta look at it again.
Yeah, that toe was cold last night. But after I demonstrated the foot positioning, I put my shoe back on because I didn't want to get frostbite. I didn't want to lose my toe.
Well, it's not that cold in the gym.
It gets pretty cold.
So that was your most embarrassing moment.
As of right now, yeah, that was pretty. Because I didn't know, I had no idea that I had a hole in my sock. So when I took my shoe off, everybody started laughing. I was like, did I do something? Was it funny how I took off my shoe? But apparently it was just because my toe was exposed.
So if anyone wants to get Coach Keeler anything, it's socks. Right now. Because you didn't even know you had holes in your sock.
I did no. I don't often have holes in my socks.
But couldn't you feel the difference in your shoe?
No.
My toe is out.
No.
You
can't feel the difference.
My toe
They're
is
really
out.
thin socks. That's probably why. It's just see more friction. See, this is why I don't like friction. Friction's not a good thing. It's not, I don't like friction on my eggs. I don't
like friction on my eggs. That is a quote that I'm going to use as a highlight on this podcast. I don't like friction on my eggs. People are going to be like, what the fuck
Tell
is
me
this?
one person that likes friction on their eggs.
Tell me why would you mention friction and eggs in the same sentence? Because that is so weird. We're going to get a lot of listeners going to be like, I need to understand this. I'm going to go on this podcast because friction and eggs.
If you guys need to get on this philosophy hype, come see me and, we'll talk about life.
Friction and eggs.
Yes.
And holes in socks.
Everything in the universe comes together at some point in your life, and that's friction and eggs.
Friction and eggs and hole in the socks.
Yes.
That is going to be the title of this Nerd Out and Workout podcast.
And Beyonce's hands.
What? What are they talking about?
Oh, yeah, we have fun here. It's good.
Okay.
Good.
Is there any other moments?
That I can... Not embarrassing for me, but I know that there's a lot of funny moments here at the gym. Like, when you just kind of sit back and watch things unravel, it's pretty hilarious here. I get a big kick out of it. But other than that, no, because I don't want to talk more about friction or my toes. I think I'll save that for another podcast.
Friction and toes.
Yeah.
Friction, toes, and ASMR. It's my toes ribbing together. Ugh. Ugh.
That's gross.
What else? I think those are the big 3 points that we wanted to hit. Other than we went on a random tangent on the boiled egg story.
That's probably an embarrassing moment right now. Actually, now everybody's gonna know that I don't know how to peel a freaking boiled egg.
People are like, "What do you mean most embarrassing moment?" I just listened to it right now. This girl doesn't know how to peel a boiled egg.
People are gonna start giving me socks and peeled boiled eggs for Christmas. That's not a bad gift, actually. Guys, I also
boiled eggs in socks.
I also don't know how to make my own cheesecake. So if anybody likes,
Who knows how to make their own cheesecake, though? That's a fair question. That's a fair statement. I don't know how to make my own cheesecake.
I'm just joking. I know how to make cheesecake.
Do you?
I mean, I guess I'll have to make it, and you guys can be the judge. But
Gluten-free cheesecake.
No, it's free range. So
free range, anti-vegan. What? Not anti-vegan. Anti-meat eater. I don't know. There's like names nowadays. Speaking of vegans, I'm gonna have a couple on this podcast. These guys are awesome. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do know.
Who?
Say their names now.
I don't know. Maybe. Do you know who I'm talking about though?
I think so. Are they
Name them.
members?
Name them.
Is it Jeff and Sheila?
That's a good topic. That may be, but that wasn't who I was thinking about. No, but another. They actually own a business too. Drawing blanks, guys. I'm drawing blanks.
Yeah. I don't know.
Quan and Cat.
Oh,
from
yeah.
RYSF.
What's up, guys?
You guys are listening. I'm plugging RYSF right now. What? Look at that. So RYSF is a what is it, like a vegan superfood cafe? Oh, that's right. I said it right. And they have.
You're looking at me like I don't know.
They have awesome. What was it? Shakes.
Acai bowls.
Acai bowls.
Acai bowls are amazing.
They have like they're coming up with like more food products like salads, like really
avocado toast.
like very nutritionally dense.
Yeah.
Like they're the juggernauts of nutrition living. I got stuck on nutrition. I got stuck on that word, goddammit. But yeah. But I'm going to have those guys. I'm going to try to invite them if they're listening to this. And this is an open invite for you guys to come on the podcast and talk about some vegan stuff.
They're amazing. I would love to hear them on the podcast, but who I would really love to hear is their daughter just talk about stuff because she is so cute. She has a lot of interesting things to say.
I think she would like, there was like a post I saw there that she wanted to like become an astronaut or something.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is so cute.
I want to be an astronaut.
Yeah, I just want to
and conquer Mars. I mean, live on Mars. Like, whoa. Very ambitious child.
Got dreams.
I will take over Mars.
This
What?
girl's got dreams. She's got dreams
Galactical.
and aspirations.
Galactical imperialism.
Intergalactical. Zetus Lepidus. Do you remember where that's from?
What is that?
Zetus Lepidus.
Zetus Lepidus. What is that?
Oh my god.
What is that, Jesse?
Zetus Lepidus.
It's that one Disney.
Yes.
I can't remember the name.
Oh.
Xenon the 21st.
Yes.
What?
Jesse. There was a Disney Channel movie called Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century. Okay, and Raven Simone was in there. I think that was her like best friend or something like that.
Oh, Raven. I remember Raven.
Yeah.
She could tell the future.
Yeah. But so she was like the main character's best friend. I don't remember the main character's real name.
Zetus Pilitis.
Zetus Lepidus. That was her that was her expression.
Lepidus.
Like, oh my god. She goes, Zetus Lepidus.
So weird.
That was her thing. Yeah.
But I still love Disney.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why we nerd out here. We're very into Disney.
We're into a lot of things. God damn it.
That is true. That is very true. We're into everything here.
Any last words, Kilo?
Always, no matter what, doesn't matter who you are or where you're at or where you're from or what you're doing or why you're doing it
Or who you with.
or the words you say. It just, it's just all about always being just, always remember
This is
that
a long lead up. This is a very long lead up.
if you guys know that reference, then we can be really good friends. Because that's from somewhere also. That's probably one of my favorite shows ever. I just quoted. So.
What show is that?
Oh man, the listeners are gonna have to tell us where that's from.
Well then, there you go.
And don't die. That's just
Comment, subscribe, like, bell, click, all the things. I don't know if you can even do that on this podcast.
Give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up, like, download 5 times.
Don't forget to share.
Don't forget to share, like,
All your
subscribe, and reshare, and repost, all the things. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
And if you guys have any suggestions for, like, honest, seriously, how to peel a boiled egg, I will take.
oh God, dear
all
God, please, someone
recommendations.
there's like an ebook out
Help
there. I swear
me.
to you,
Your girl
how
needs
to
help.
Anyone can send an ebook on how to peel boiled eggs in like 2 minutes. That'd be great.
Please. Thank you.
I'll jump on that too. I'm just saying. All right, this is Coach Austin coming to you guys from Hyper Strength and Conditioning with Nerd Out and Workout Podcast. Thank you again, Coach Kilo, for coming out.
Bye.
And we'll see you guys later. Bye.